how Christianity is set up and how Jesus is the savior, like how the Old Testament literally called for it, and Jesus was everything that was predicted, and how it all worked out perfectly. Even like, you understand, even the Jews, even Islam, everybody accepts that Jesus was what he was. It's just people don't want to accept that he was the true Messiah. Is there room for meditation? And like, if you're like, do you think that red pill guys should meditate? Like, do you think that that's like a good part of, I don't know, being super logical? You should also be doing something like that. Meditation or prayer? We'll say both.
Absolutely. I think their meditation and prayer are very similar, but I think they're absolutely necessary. I do them myself in different ways, but yeah, I think they're definitely
necessary.
Yeah.
What do you think?
So when you say meditation, are you talking about like close your eyes, like do this type of shit? Or
so
like...
personally, I meditate in the shower. And this is very weird to some people, but I literally sit down in my shower and I will sit there I take long showers. I'll sit there for 20, 30 minutes.
Meditate, right?
Yeah. Okay. But so like everybody meditates differently. Like the biggest thing is you're clearing your mind. Like you're sitting there and you're making it where you're thinking about nothing. And then like also like it turns into a prayer for me. Like afterwards I'll be thinking about things that I want to do or that I want, or people that I want that I want to do better. Like you start, thinking about the things that you want to manifest, as we would kind of say. And that's how it works for me personally. Like I will sit there and clear my mind, and then I go into like what the things that I want. And I just really believe in repeating those things every day, because that's how you achieve those goals one day, is sometimes like always putting that in your head. That's just me personally, how I do my meditation. But anything like that.
Yeah, I say you definitely got to have time to reflect and be with your own thoughts. You need to be able to be with your own thoughts, because like
no phone.
A lot of people nowadays, they're zombies, doped up, drunk, fucking high, TikTok, all this shit, bro. Like you need to be able to fucking be by yourself and think about shit you want to do, and then fucking make a plan for that shit.
Yep.
Yeah, you'd be surprised at how many people just don't take time to think about anything at all. Like they're just, jumping from one thing to another and never have time to reflect about anything.
Dude, like most people are performers, as I like to say. Like they're just performing for other people. Like they're not even who they really are. They're literally performing for the world. Like 90% of people like see what everything else is and they copy it, and they're just trying to like be like that, dude. They're fucking they're clowns, bro. Fucking clown world, bro. Like straight up fucking clown world. Like that's what we're seeing. A bunch of people with big ass fucking clown shoes on and shit. Like seriously, that's the world today. Like I'm not trying to make myself better or anything. I'm trying to impress everybody around me the most I can, so I can like be cool. But in reality, the real, like, shout out to Brandon Carter. He likes to talk about how like you want to be a planet, and people that are part of your movement or part of what you're doing, they're going to come into your orbit like gravity. They come around you. And like you want to be like, and sometimes you're just a planet until you can move up into the point where you're a fucking star that has planets coming around you. But a lot of people, they don't understand that like you have to be around a group of people today. You cannot be fucking alone. If you're alone, you're so fucked. Like if you're just living in Discord groups playing video games and stuff, you're so screwed. Like especially today with the wealth gap going how it's going, guys, and the middle class disappearing. You have to join a men's group. You have to do these things. You have to utilize pre-selection. If you don't do these things, you're never going to have kids. You're never going to have relationships. You're never going to have a solid network of men around you to propel you into financial success. You're so fucked if you don't get into a men's group today. It's crazy. Yeah, but for you, you didn't get to answer the last question. What was it?
Yeah, I definitely think meditating is necessary. I like how he said it's time to reflect, because every day you should be comparing yourself to who you were yesterday.
Yep.
Did you improve on what you've done before, on what you've learned, on what you've accomplished? That's the only person you should be comparing yourself is to the person who you were yesterday, because at some point you start building up that confidence. You start building up that belief that I've done it day after day after day. I've reflected on it. So at some point, it's proof that I can do it.
Yep. Did everybody answer the Islam versus Christianity question? Or did I fuck that one up? Did everybody answer that?
No, I think only he did.
Oh yeah, I fucked that one up. Yeah, let's go back to that one really quick. Go ahead and answer. What do you think, Islam versus Christianity?
Honestly, I think it's just whoever is the biggest fucking influencer at that point. That's what the majority of people in that sphere gonna follow. So if Andrew Tate stick around for 10 years, then it's gonna be Islam. If somebody who's Christian pops up and on that type of shit, then that's what they're gonna follow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it just depends how big Andrew stays. Yeah. He's just got to stay big. But yeah, what do you think, Islam versus Christianity?
Yeah, I would have to agree that at some point, the way everything is kind of moving, you have to be able to read the bigger picture of worldwide, not just your immediate surrounding. And the way the influence is going, the swing of things. It swings too far one side, and then they try to bring it back to what they believe needs to be center, I guess, better for everybody. And it seems to be that Islam is one of those that's gaining popularity,
gaining a lot of traction.
it's gaining velocity, it's gaining a lot of traction. Yes.
Yeah, so what I would say, guys, is what's happening is like Islam is going to gain a lot of traction because it's so strict. So people who need a strict outline on their life and their ability to like do everything perfectly, like it's just like whenever somebody goes to prison, and there's some guys that when they go to prison they become super Christian, hyper Christian. They read the Bible fully. Like they're the type of guys that nobody messes with in I don't know if anybody in here has ever been in jail or in like been in jail or prison for a while, but like the way it works is usually there's people that do stuff like that, and that's how Islam is to me. There's some people that get into it and they're going to go super hyper into it and take it very, very seriously. It's going to change their entire life, their family, everything that they're doing. Christianity, it's not like that. It's not as extreme, but when you learn the truth about Christianity, I really think that it's going to end up taking over time. I think I've seen this happen with a lot of friends recently because I've been debating different friends that have been going towards Islam, and I've converted some of them back to Christianity or like into understanding what Christianity really is. Guys, you need to go watch the Bible Project on YouTube. You need to go watch every book of the Bible. You need to watch from Genesis all the way to Revelation. You need to watch all the books of the Bible and understand the entire story from start to finish. And these videos, guys, are like 6 to 7 minutes long, and you can set the speed to fucking two times if you want. Set the speed up, fucking watch the entire Bible, and the way that he does it is he animates the whole thing, and he describes the context of the Bible. So usually when you're reading the Bible, you're like, what the fuck are these words? What the fuck is this shit? Like, what the fuck is going on? Guys, watch the Bible Project, and he shows you the context of everything. And when you see the true context of the entire Bible from start to finish, when you truly see how Christianity is set up and how Jesus is the Savior, like how the Old Testament literally called for it, and Jesus was everything that was predicted, and how it all worked out perfectly. Even like you gotta understand, even the Jews, even Islam, everybody accepts that Jesus was what he was. It's just people don't want to accept that he was the true Messiah. But when you literally look at all the facts, there's 500 people that saw this man rise from the grave. Like people died literally died to fucking say over the next 100 years that it was a true thing that really happened. When you truly look at all the facts, there's no contest between Christianity and Islam. It's always like Jesus is always the answer. But I want everybody to go do your own research. Go watch the fucking Bible Project. Everybody would change your life the second you watch all of it from start to finish. What do I want to go into next? I wanted to talk about pre-selection, but I was trying to think of a good question for it. Do you have anything that like you that you thought of, like a good question that has to do with pre-selection?
Question?
I just really wanted to use you because you're obviously learning everything from Michael, and he's like literally the expert in this shit.
Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.